But yeah, they think good things and great things are bad. But what I'm trying to say is, I'd lose my girlfriend if I claimed against the organization. And yes, I do like her body, but I do like her heart. You know what I'm saying? Her personality. Which do I love more, her personality or her heart? That's a hard one. That's a hard one. I think it's heart because I love the heart. You know what I'm saying? I don't love her personality. I think she's a splendid human being, but anyone can be nice. You know what I'm saying? Anyone can donate to UNICEF, but not anyone can have a great heart. You know what I'm saying? But I know her heart's not stealable, so I just hold on to her personality and the lust that comes along with it because it's a quite pitiful, miserable existence, but one day I can hope to get a glimpse into her heart and then run away and pretend I didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? And so I just be like, yeah, sure, whatever you say, honey, darling. Back from work? Eugene? Yes, honey, I've arrived. It's time for me to arrive, once again going through the motions, but at least I can see in your eyes that what you feel, whether you hate me, whether you love me. You know what I'm saying? Well, whether you hate me or you tolerate me. I don't know, one of those. Or dislike me or tolerate me. But it's usually hate, because when people are bad, they always have evil inside. Or hate or dislike. You know, which one is it? I'm saying? Because, you can never know someone well enough until you break them at the edge of the point of the sword when you're fencing and you put the blade on their neck. You know what I'm saying? What will their reaction be? Will they turn on you and stab you in the spine, or will you get a slice through your nose, almost on your nose, and, have it pointy? Always alert, always aware, because there are people out there. I would say females, but I'm not sexist, but to me it was females. So for a girl, it might be males out there. I mean, considering you're not a lesbian or a gay person. Gay, whatever. You know what I mean. But yeah, they use your heart to get by. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a sketchy situation out there, and you have to be careful and protect it. Because if you don't, there will be no redeeming yourself from that position. It's like giving your back to someone. Once you give them your back, you gotta make sure they don't attack. Because if they do, it's over. You either get wounded, or you die. Or almost die. It's like variables, but you will suffer, that's for sure. And life is not about suffering, it's about enjoying. So even your heart can get hurt, And people are always jealous of our relationship. It's like, I feel sad because, like, people can't just let someone be happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know for her it's just sappy, but for me it's happy. I feel genuinely enthralled playing with her in any situation because she's a lovely human being to me. To me at least, because I know that I'm superior than her, so I can handle her. You know what I'm saying? If I was at her level, then I'd just walk away. But reason being is because there's danger in that area, I know of it. You have to weigh the ranks. If she's a bad person and you're a good person, there's one rank in difference in personality. That means there's one rank that you can get away with. And I'm a full rank above her. So I'm safe. Borderline safe. But I'm safe. You know what I'm saying? And so I just weigh it like that, With my other girlfriend, she was a half rank below me. So I always made sure. You know what I'm saying? Because you cannot have a slip up. So she can be a bad person. But she can't be an evil person. But she proved to me she was an evil person. And that's why I left. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are levels to this shit, you know what I'm saying? It's like a little layered ice cream cone. The cherry on top is where people just want to bite it off, you know what I'm saying? It reminds you of a male genitalia. You only let certain females get near it, because if they get near it and you bite it off, you're done. Your life is over. And that's how I feel. But my first girlfriend, she bit my dick off. The next girlfriend bit my balls off. You know what I'm saying? It's like, wow, where do they get off? You know what I'm saying? And I bet they know each other. And this is why they controversially exiled me to this realm of pitiful despair. And, I'm like, well, was my bad girlfriend evil because she's siding with my evil girlfriend? I mean, I know she was bad, but where does it end? The dagger just goes in deeper, like Kanye West says. And I don't agree with him as being some sort of mogul, but neither do. But I'd rather agree with Kanye West being a mogul than agree with Ludwig being a mogul. I'd rather some sort of rebellious stance than a candy-ass pansy telling me how I should be doing things. Like, sure, he thinks things through better than Kanye, but I respect fortitude of character more than artistry pretending to be farcery. You know what I'm saying? Farcery, yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like watching all these bad soccer matches. I'm like, what is this garbage? Do any of you actually like soccer? Or do you just do it for the recognition of being a player of soccer? It's like all these fake gamers, all of these fake singers. Well, not fake singers, because a lot of them are actually good singers. But yeah, a lot of these weird singers, yeah. They make a brand off of being odd. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not professional. Or these personality traits that all of these people possess, and they're like very obviously deluded themselves and their audiences into thinking they're actually decent at what they do. Decent at being what they are. Being it. Being what? Being that. Being that. Being them. Being that. There. There, yeah. It's quite a warped reality that these people in the bubbles live in. Because, they're not genuine. And the sooner you figure that out, the better your life expectancy of being knowledgeable and not giving into these regimes of tyranny in this country with these mask things. Like, you must wear a mask or you can't go in the store. Like, what the fuck is that shit? I don't give a fuck about your masks. Fucking hiding behind your fucking propaganda and shit. Like, sure, I sound like an imbecile. Talking about not protecting my immunity and shit, but these government mandates are out of hand. Like, just like everything. It should be optional. You should not be banned from going into a store just because you don't want to do what they say. A store is not supposed to be excluding certain people. It's like the slavery era or the segregation era in the, the past. They excluded people from going to certain places. But I'm not just saying Black Lives Matter or anything. I'm saying all lives matter. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, that was a clutch middle finger. But, yeah, for realsies. Yeah, you can't take me seriously because it's for realsies. Well, you know what? I don't give a fuck. And you want to know why? Because no one takes anyone seriously. Because they're all a bunch of imbeciles following a blind-ass cult that they seem to worship. You know what I'm saying? It's disturbing how far this reality has fallen. Not that it has been ever great, but how disingenuous all of these facetious, not necrotic, I don't know if it's a word, disciples of the stag of hell or the stag of the devil have the stag of Satan have become integrated into this biome. I mean, uh, exosphere? I don't know. I think exosphere means Earth or something, right? What, something like that. Biosphere? I don't know. But it's very dangerous if you let these people in your door. Always protect your door. Lock it. Make sure no one comes in, because if you do, that's where it ends, man. It's just too much risk. Not enough reward. But it's not just reward. Risk is just too much. And this is why I sympathize with the common man. I always say I have it easy. Because when I look at them, I see them limping, trying to grab the object, and it just falls out of their hands so quickly that I'm just in awe of how they progress with such a monotonous rhythm of character, and their eyes don't seem to be bright. They're just like zombies, basically. And I'm like, wow, it's quite disturbing how desensitized these people become, where they don't even care about proper etiquette. And so, you may think I have good intentions with bad reactions. I mean, bad intentions with good reactions, but in reality I have good intentions and bad reactions. But the good intentions always come first. I don't care if I have nothing to give. I will always say that I wanted to fight for the right cause. For the light. For the prosper of the sun. And not the darkness of night. For the blue skies in heaven, and not the clouds that block the sun's glow. On my youthful face when I was a young child frolicking through the meadows of Park. For not the moon. The moon is a facade, a brightly shining but non-radiant entity. You may want to worship, praise the moon's luster, but the dazzling gleam of the sun can never be extinguished, I guess is the word. Diminished? Yeah. Something like that. And so with that, we march onward and the plants grow because of the sun. I don't know. They reach toward the sun, do they? I don't know. I was making a bad analogy there. But yeah, when can you see things? During the day. At night, you can only see the wolves in the trees, stalking their next victim that's foolish enough. The rabbit who doesn't seem aware of its surroundings. The normal person who doesn't understand the situation. I get caught in this perpetuating cycle and become one of the wolves. And some of them turn to panthers, the Black Panthers, that roam the deep jungles of the enclaves of the biomes that they propagate in. The good people are the warriors with the swords. The great people the prancing gnomes are the gnomes who, you know, prance across the meadows. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, the gnomes are the great people, you know. They just prance and skip around. They frolic in the sunny meadow breeze, waiting for the next wind to blow great air into the oxygenated trees for the good people to basically leech off and sustenance themselves from. But not just that. They get the leaves. They get the flowers or the plants. Flowers are more like a lust symbol. You know what I'm saying? Because there's roses that are red. Maybe the white roses are for the gnomes, but the red ones are for the good people. Yeah, the bushes, you know. I feel like bushes symbolize the normies. They're hiding in the bush, not picking a side. Careful out there. You never know. But the good people try not to leech, hopefully, because, you know, it's like Adam and Eve. You don't want to bite the apple. You always want to avoid the situation that you can prevent. And so, they avoid the Adam and Eve situation. And that's what I try to do with my ex-girlfriend. Or my girlfriend. I don't know if she's my girlfriend anymore. I try to not bite the apple, even if she wants to. Even if the snakes that she confides in alert her to do so. Because in my story, in the good people and the great people story, they don't bite the apple.